Welcome to Munger Vision on PEGTV, Channel 15. We're at the Polo Fields. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we have soccer action for you. We've got the Rutland County Soccer Club Jamboree all weekend long, and we're going to start off with the U14 boys squad. You're looking at the Rutland County squad in the blue uniforms. They'll be taking on Plattsburgh's football club in the red uniforms. And from everything I've been told about this game from people who really understand soccer, that the Plattsburgh club is high competition. It'll be a really tough game and a good way to get things started here. But I'll read the roster for you for the U14 Rutland County Soccer Club's team. And they have number 1, Dan Campbell. Number 5 is Connor Gibo. Justin Del Bianco wears 3. Nolan Pritchard 7. Number 9, Dave Schindler. Number 11, Alex Bullock. Kane Boynton is 13. 15, Adrian Brown. Justin Carter is number 17. 21, Brett Gruber. Justin Ratty is number 23. 25 is Greg Roy. Ed Carey is 27. Zach Krasner is number 29. Chris Wigmore is 31, and Taylor Booth is 33. Chris Maravali is the head coach, and of course, you might be very familiar with Chris's name. Might remember him. He was a great goalie at MSJ throughout his career, and he's carried the tradition over to the next level up as the coach. So, again, Rutland County Soccer U14 boys will be the first game on the docket here, and they will be on a sunny, warm day, beautiful day for soccer, taking on Plattsburgh. And let me swing it over now. Plattsburgh, I don't have a roster for, but I can tell you right now they're wearing the red uniforms, and we'll be set for the opening touch, get things underway. You can see we're at center circle right there. Boom truck I'm in. I got a little van boom truck with a box on it. Dubray Electric donated the use of this, so thank you, Dubray Electric. And Taylor Booth, you can see 33 is going to be out there to get the opening touch. He'll make the mark, and he'll get going. 25-minute halves and no overtime. There's so many games scheduled that it'd be impossible for him to actually run an overtime period. There are 92 teams, I am told, here at the polo fields, the Hathaway fields. And you see pressures, the ball dumped down in, and it'll go out of play. Well, our first throw in of the game, and it's going to come into play to Plattsburgh. Plattsburgh has their pass knocked down by Booth. He'll make the move, get open, work it to the center of the field. He wants to slide the pass through. And boy, nice step up right there defensively of challenging the ball, and then a favor returned by Rutland County Soccer as they've got the ball down inside the box and they're trying to turn the corner. They'll bring it back around on that little tuck-in pass. They'll cross the ball, knocked down by the goalie, and stays in play. Yeah, I don't hear a whistle, so there's no goal kick, and now it goes through the inline, and I want to see what they're going to call. I believe they're going to say goal kick. And that was real close, becoming the first corner of the contest. So Plattsburgh will get set, and they'll mark the ball, and they'll get the goal kick. They'll go short. Everybody gone long and marked up, and they'll have a little green field to work with right here. Again, mentioning the fields, they're in tremendous conditions, well groomed, maintained, look like they've been rolled, and everything working out for them. And that's going to be right down. You can see my shadow down there, and then my camera got stuck, and I'll work through this here in a second. As there's the throw. It's going to take me a minute to kind of get my bearings in the bucket truck. You can see the shadows on the west side. I might make a switch here with my bucket and bring it in a little bit as far as the being able to shoot the sideline a little bit closer. Plattsburgh with the ball, trying to slide the pass through, and it's defensively being marked. They're being bumped. They're being pushed to the outside. They're going to bring it back outside the box, body down with the trap. And they'll go in the corner. There's a nice crossing attempt, and goal. Again, it was just penetration down in deep, and the goal will be going to Plattsburgh. They'll have a 1-0 lead here about 4 minutes into this opening half of play. And they'll just center the ball up and start over again. And that is the key to it, that white ball in the back of the net. 1-0 Plattsburgh. We're in the first half of play. And that is Justin Ratty in net. I had to make sure they weren't sure if they're going to go Wigmore or Ratty in net, and that's going to be Ratty getting the start. Now, whether they'll make a switch at halftime or not, I don't know, but there is a step up, and the ball will kick and go out of play, and the throw will go with Plattsburgh. And they're going to take it right over by the bench area of the Rutland County Soccer Club U14 boys, and there's the lob in, and nice job defensively, kept the ball on the ground. Their pass picked off, and Plattsburgh trying to put pressure on. They want penetration. They want to get back down inside the box, and this time they'll come up defensively and get the ball up and down. Good job. Got the spacing down now across the midfield stripe. They want to go back to the center of the field. Oh, and the return pass is looking good, and they're going to bring it across. They're trying to body it down, trap it, couldn't get it, and it's really key here to see how Rutland County Soccer responds to that goal scored by Plattsburgh. And that'll be brought wide, and then good job of taking the angle away. There's the trailer on the play. He's marked up well, and they'll force the action to come back outside. It'll be settled. A lot of time and space right there to work with that. And they're going to go and bring the ball to the edge of the box, and we'll go out of play. One thing I have to wait for is to make sure that they'll have a throw, actually. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be tough to shoot that corner down there, and that's going to be up and over. And then, so we'll have a goal kick coming up, and it'll be taken by the Rutland County Soccer Club in the blue uniforms, U14 squad. And they will drive the ball. That's a pretty good kick, actually. He got about 25, well, almost 30 yards on that. They want to take the corner, and it should be a red throw, and I believe that's what the referee indicates, and will be Plattsburgh with the throw. And got another Plattsburgh game coming up, different age level, I think a U12 level. They'll trap and knock down. Boy, they're trying to drive the ball on a perfect pass to the angle, and the goalie got there, and who touched it last, because that will result in the first corner of the game will go to Plattsburgh, so they'll set it up. And they went short corner. They just made the touch up and tried to catch Rutland County off guard, and that's going to be off the hands of the goalie, Ratty, and good job helping out defensively, getting down inside there. And boy, that stayed in play. They line it up and fire post, hit the post, and they're following up, knocked down in the box, hit a chest of one of the Rutland County players, didn't get in on Ratty, the goalie, and they're trying desperately now to get cleared out there. And Rutland County down 1-0 to Plattsburgh. There's a little blooper coming in the top, and it's going to be wide Ratty. Will it make the inline? Yes, it will. And now Ratty will hand the ball off, and we'll have a goal kick coming up off this near side of the box. Again, we'll see if he'll elect to take it long. Yeah, he'll step into it this time. And again, got a good, decent kick, but a lot of red jerseys marking up nicely. That's going to be settled down just inside the circle, and he wants to go to the left foot, and he wanted a through ball. He got it. He's got some space shot. Save, Ratty. Nice job. And that ball's going to come wide now. So a second good scoring opportunity by Plattsburgh, and again, you want to keep the tempo up. They want to get the ball, get it right back into play. They scored early. Plattsburgh did in the red uniforms. They got the 1-0 lead, and they've had the best of it territorially. That should be another corner here as it went off from number 29, Zach Krasner. So Krasner, unable to control the ball, will go out of play, and we'll have a corner kick coming up for Plattsburgh. As you can tell, too, the flag very limp out there. Not a factor, no breeze right now. Really going to be a problem. That'll go up, header, stays in play, another header, and the goalie is going to get enough ups to get it, and he'll grab it actually away from his own teammate. He'll punt the ball now from the edge of the box. Great kick. Going to get carry over the midfield stripe through the circle. They want to edge it forward, and see Booth coming in, and it's going to be picked up by the goalie now. Sorry, I had to get my tripod kind of floating around in the bucket here. Oh, they had a chance to break in the top of the arc and just couldn't get through there. And it's going to be grabbed by the goalie for Plattsburgh, and he had good line of vision on it, and no screen or interference on it. And that ball will be settled down at midfield, right at the circle, and they're going to try going over the top. They've got some speed, and they want to go up over the top, and they're going to be onside. They're going to body it down, push it forward. And boy, you can see the three blue jerseys right there for Rutland County Soccer, and the U14 boys able to avoid a scoring chance being put on them right there again by Plattsburgh. And they'll settle it, and boy, nice drive to the center of the field with the left foot. Of course, it's just like anything, like in basketball, you gotta be able to dribble left and right-handed. Soccer, you have to have a left foot, be able to use your right foot. And boy, see Taylor Booth using that size, got a piece of header on it, and he's fighting through it, and that could be a corner coming up for Rutland County. It'll be their first corner, yeah, and we'll have it over on that far side here at the polo fields. They'll chase the ball down up number 27, Ed Carey. He'll retrieve the ball, but it'll be Greg Roy that will get set. Of course, Greg Roy, also a soccer or a hockey guy also. He'll mark the ball. A good scoring chance here for Rutland County Soccer. U14 boys down 1-0 to Plattsburgh. And I'll tell you what, that was really well placed. Ball comes out, not possessed yet. It's going to be controlled by, well, momentarily it was Rutland County, and they're going to get control of it near the sideline, and they're going to go backwards to go forwards, and nice step up. And you can see that nice pressure coming back to slow down the rush down the field. And now Plattsburgh, again, a lot of time and space. That's right down below me here on the boom truck, and it's going to go out of play. Yep. That was touched late by Boynton, and it'll be out of play. That's what's 1-0 Rutland County, trailing Plattsburgh, and we'll get the throw in at the sideline, near side actually. As you can tell, I can't go any lower with the camera. That's where you're looking at. It's what we got. So he'll get set to. Yeah, they want a sub, so we're waiting for right now. Plattsburgh bringing in some subs in the game, and we'll be good to go now. I would have to guesstimate we're probably nearing the midway point of the first half of play. It's 25-minute halves. And that ball, boy, battled for 50-50 ball. Early on, Plattsburgh was winning a ton of those 50-50 balls, but that's kind of leveled off too as Rutland County. With a nifty move there, it's number 25, Greg Roy. That's Roy. Of course, his sister was one of the captains on the Rutland girls soccer team, outstanding soccer player. Now they got a chance to break in. Shot will be deflected wide, kept in play, worked far side, and they're going to keep it in play. And now it'll go off from Boynton out of bounds. So one out from Kane Boynton, and we'll have a throw by Plattsburgh. And they're going to get it settled down, top of the arc, and some room to work with is number 25, Greg Roy. Roy tried to drive the ball through, had to come right back to him on a rejection as it just bounced off him. And now he'll just put a little touch on the pass and bring it down. He's looking for his teammate on that side, Kerry, 27. Kerry, yeah, he's going to take the throw, but they're going to have a sub come in. They're going to replace number 1, Dan Campbell. He'll come out and take a breather for Rutland County U14 in the blue uniforms. And they brought in Brett Gruber, number 21. And again, there's, I think, 17 on the team, and that's what I counted. And it should be red ball, so it'll be Plattsburgh ball. And yeah, that's what they're going to do. Gruber now will come into the ball game and get a chance here to play. Now the U14, they play the standard format, 11v11, but there's the U12 games that we covered today. They're going to play 8v8, which means there's going to be 8 players on the field, and they said that's to get more touches, more involvement on it. And there was a whistle, and I'm not really sure why. I don't think there's a violation. No, they just weren't ready. The refs didn't tell them to get going, so they're going to restart the play. No damage done. And here we go now. 1 goal in the game so far, and that came on Plattsburgh opening 4 minutes. And I want to see who's going to, yeah, it's going to be Plattsburgh with a throw. They got to go out to the tall grass there and get set. And that's going to bounce around off ahead on the ground. Plattsburgh does a nice job with their spacing out there, and they don't get too cramped up and they don't panic too much. And it's going to be knocked down and settled, and well, he's looking, and he's got some space now. We're going to have a foul. Yeah, we're going to foul on the play, and it should be. I think it's going to be the first kick coming up. We've had throw-ins and we've had goal kicks, we've had punts, but this is going to be our first foul called on the play. So Plattsburgh well within striking distance of getting a good loft on the ball if they want to go right at the goal. And they do. They want to go fire post, header. No, couldn't control it. Brought it down, race to the sideline, taken over. And boy, you see collision, they'll roll around. That was number 25 getting over there, Greg Roy. And he's been involved in a lot of the play. He's 17 now. Just checked in the ballgame, Justin Carter. And see if Carter will take the goal kick, or the foul kick. That's where he's going to mark it from. And they want to bring it forward about 3 yards. Yeah, right on the edge of the box. There he is. And he'll be all set now. So Carter, 17. Nice kick. Yeah, and he settled it down. It's Plattsburgh with control of it at midfield in the circle. Number 5 getting in there is Gibo. Connor Gibo got in there and broke the play up before Rutland County. And it's going to stay red ball. I'll tell you, Rutland County did get off to a little bit of a slow start, but they're playing very, very well right now. Since the goal by Plattsburgh, they've really held their own. Plattsburgh, oh, they tried to slide that through. There's the step of the defensive play. And will that make, yeah, it'll make the sideline on the far side. Going to stay red ball, and Plattsburgh will have it. U14 action, the opening round here, the Rutland County Soccer Club Jamboree on Memorial Day weekend from the Polo Fields, Hathaway Fields, whatever you want to call it. And again, a couple times they've just used that short play, and yeah, got a violation on the throw-in. I believe he had 2 feet in on the play. You can have one line on the chalk, but I think he had both feet in on the chalk, and they'll get possession over to the Rutland County Soccer U14 squad. And they're looking to weave. Oh yeah, they're taking the dribble this time, carrying the ball instead of trying to get the kick over the top. And that was number 27 with the ball, Ed Carey. Now the throw will come back in, and again, it's just a 50-50 ball, and Rutland County will win that one. Oh, nice step to the inside, and boy, that's using the left foot. He'll lay it out. He had some open turf to lay the ball out, and defensively, the sweeper, nice job coming up for Plattsburgh. And that's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, and I just want to see if he's going to be within camera view. And I'm still looking for him. Yeah, you can see the official out there working the game. And the reason I took it out from the throw-ins because I could not see it was below. I got my bucket extended too far. And I'll make an adjustment at halftime on that. Booth using that muscle, stepped up, pulled off from getting the foul. And that's going to be out of play. We'll have a red throw. Again, they'll go short. No need to throw it long if it's not open. They're using their speed to come up on the trail. Now they'll go up over the top. Get a good loft on the kick, and going to be headed around on the ground, not controlled yet. 50-50 ball off the, just about everybody on the side of the field's had a touch on it right now, and now they want to just, oh, great defense, good positioning. They'll come back outside the box, top of the arc. Oh, kind of a nifty move. Bad bounce there for Rutland County, and the ball will come down. And Booth, 33, zeroing in on it. And then he backed off at the last second, and they're trying to slide it through onside, and just couldn't get away enough to get a shot. And they're going to have a corner kick now. The problem with this is, well, I might be able to get over there far enough to see the corner. Yeah, I can. So they'll have their, I believe, their second corner of the game for Plattsburgh. Rutland County's had one. And boy, they got a header on it and drove it wide of the post. Nice job though, getting space and using that size to get up there and get the header on it. And Carter will mark the ball on the far side of the box. He'll take the goal kick for the Rutland County soccer squad. And there he is, right there, number 17. Right next to him, the goalie. There's Ratty, Justin Ratty. And again, Carter with a nice kick will get the skip. It'll go to midfield. They'll knock it down momentarily. Then they want to go long. Ball over the top went too long, and that's going to be out of play. And we'll see if they'll take the punt. No, they'll have Carter can take the goal kick. And number 3 had checked in the ballgame, Justin Del Bianco for Rutland County Soccer. And I missed that earlier, but Del Bianco 3 now in the game for Rutland County. You're looking at the U14 squad. And referee said give play, so we're set to go. And again, Carter with another kick. And again, second chance, third chance, knocked down. See if they'll pressure the ball. They're giving them quite a bit of time out there. They're not really stepping up, making the pressure early. Of course, Plattsburgh showing you a lot of quickness and foot skills out there. You want to get burned. And like that, they brought the ball back to the inside, trapped it, dribbled it, brought it around, wanted to go to the left foot, push through, and ball laid on the field, kind of unintended for a while, and that gave Rutland County a chance to get the ball up to the center field circle, and they'll go back down inside. And that's pretty much well defended right there. There was no space for them to get the ball up and out. And that might not make the sideline. It will, yeah. So it's going to be a red throw. Plattsburgh in the red, U14 squad, up 1-0 in the first half of play. 25-minute halves. No overtime. Nope. All well defended. And that was number 5 out there. Connor Gibo, who made the nice play defensively. Oh, Booth has got a chance to break in. Not the goalie. Nice play. Had no chance to scoop it. Just went for the kick. He was still, in a position to show you his speed right there in net, and he was able to get up, get out, and get it cleared on what looked like it could have been a good chance for the Rutland County squad. They have had a corner, they've had a shot on net, they've only given up the 1 goal. Like I said, I was told by soccer, well, I call them experts, that this Plattsburgh program at all levels, not only the U14, but they're awful good. And I tell you what, the spacing has gotten better too on the field for Rutland County. That's Roy with the little tap, and he'll put it into the Plattsburgh bench. He was looking on that side for Del Bianco, and just too much of a lead on the ball. Now I'll get Plattsburgh back to possession here in this first half of the first soccer game being covered today from Hathaway Fields, and that's going to be up, 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 and again, no blue jerseys in sight yet. Booth will come back. Now, he actually was in a little bit too deep, and a nice settle right there. That was Jibo with the settle, and he went to Roy, made the nifty move, and then Roy just trying to power his way through, got some help momentarily from a good bounce. The ball came back his way, and that's a good bounce for Plattsburgh there as they were able to get possession momentarily. And now number 11 with the step up, Alex Bullock, made the play for Rutland County. That's going to go into the box, into the goalie, and he's going to have it. Yep, he made the grab right on the edge of the box, actually to the last place. He actually could have used his hands before being out of position. So we will have the throw, and there he is. Had to locate him. And he'll take the throw, and that was number 13, Boynton, that took the throw. And again, they've been pretty whistle-free here. They've had 2 fouls called here in the first half. I believe 1 apiece. Other than that, they've been just playing up and down. And that's going to go off a couple different people's feet, and Greg Roy got a foot on it. Greg Roy will go back. Greg Roy trying to make the little reversal there. He does. And he'll work it wide to his teammate on this side. And again, he found the open space. But I believe, yeah, it's going to run out and turf and hit the chalk and go out of play. They're going to have a break for subs to come in. And again, this is something to think about coming up, is the Coles American Soccer Cup on June 9th here at the Polo Fields. And again, that's a younger age group than what we have here today. We have the U12, U14, U10 groups at this particular tournament, and they get a little bit younger in the Coles American Cup, and that's also a pretty cool thing to come watch. And also, you might want to come next year taking this soccer tournament, and boy, left foot, and boy, he just didn't get the power on it. Came on top of the ball, and that's going to be off the post. Ratty might have actually touched it. The second shot never got in. Good pressure here by Plattsburgh, and they're going to get it up and see if they settle and send it in. They're going to go, oh, never got in, up, 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 and over the top of the net. On good sustained pressure that time in the box by Plattsburgh. Seeing Chris Maravali, the head coach, on the sideline for the Rutland County U14 boys squad. Is going to be Carter, the 17, and he's done a nice job with his kicks today. He'll mark it on the far side of the box, and he'll get set. And low line driver takes a skip, a hop, and the bounce will go to Rutland County. And she came back to Jibo. And now Jibo sees shoulder to shoulder, trying to force the play wide, get some help defensively from Carter, and then coming over, making a nice play was number 15. That's Brown. I got to check myself. Yeah, Adrian Brown. Again, I'll read the roster again, maybe at least 2 more times, definitely once. And Plattsburgh in the red, they've got the ball, and they're going to settle it down, and they're going to step through the circle, bring it wide. Now they want to put some zip on it, drive the pass down inside. Boy, nothing there but blue jerseys this time, and they're able to ride the ball up and out of the box. And 1-0 to score, and that happened, like I said, with an unofficial clock, about 4 minutes into the ball game. Oh, that's a great kick. That's a great kick. Us off the outside of the net. I'll tell you what. You almost couldn't have placed that any better. You see Ratty retrieve the ball, hand it to Carter, and he'll take yet another goal kick down there. As we're very late in the first half of play. 25-minute halves running time, no overtime. Because they have to. They have 92 teams in this tournament from all over New England. Obviously all over Vermont, but I've seen a lot of Connecticut teams here, some Canadian plates out there. And to pull an event off like this, director is Kelly Ziegler, and her whole staff's done an outstanding job. I'd like to thank Dubray Electric for donating the use of the boom truck that we're shooting from, I'm shooting from. There is no we. And that just stopped right in its track. It was Roy that got there. And then Booth came up, and now Booth is going to chase it down. Sorry about that when the camera moves. The bucket swivels, and I got to get used to that. Roy, tried to step over the top of the defender, and I believe we're going to have a blue throw. Yeah, we are. We're going to have a blue throw. And you can see number 7 down there, Nolan Pritchard. Pritchard had to wait for the subs to come in. 21 coming in the ball game, Brett Gruber for Rutland County. Like I said, I don't have a Plattsburgh roster. It's just virtually impossible to keep track of 92 teams, so I went with just the Rutland guys. And Ratty goes up over the top, and a good bounce to Booth. I think we had an offside call or handball, I'm sorry. And they're going to bring the ball up top, and all that, and it just results in a Plattsburgh kick. And wow, that's an excellent kick and a carry. It will go out of bounds and it'll stay red. Yeah, and they want to bring it back. And they've had a lot of Plattsburgh, I'm talking about, done a nice job of finding open people to get the ball to so that they can just kind of funnel it down and around the inside, and it will stay in the play. I believe that's Kerry 27 down there on the in line. He'll circle, 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 and so what he did there, he made sure he didn't kick it through the in line so that he would not get called for the corner kick. So Plattsburgh will back it up, take the throw, and they're going to get a good start here. I didn't know if he was going to do that acrobatic bicycle spin on your head type kick, but he didn't. And boy, they stepped up and drove it, but that's going to be high and wide over the crossbar. Now when they have Ratty, the goalie, chase down the errant kick that went over the top of the crossbar, they're going to bring in some subs. Now see if Carter will take the kick or if Ratty will actually elect to do it. And it looks like it'll be Carter. Yes, 17 Carter will come back and he'll mark it on the near side of the box. And he's been driving the ball extremely well. He's going to be on this side. Most of his kicks have been coming off that opposite side, and can get underneath the ball well, and they can try and come up the middle, and there's a lot of red jerseys there. There's the support on the ball. And Plattsburgh looking for a late first half goal, looking for our post. Nope, it's going to kick, go out of play, and we should have possession, goal, blue ball. And I think that's the half, and it's going to be a 1-0 half. Yes, okay, so we'll follow the goalie, Ratty, off the field. It's 1-0 Plattsburgh on an early goal in this U14 boys soccer game from the Rutland County Soccer Club's jamboree they have down at the polo fields. Teams have switched ends of the field. It's going to be Plattsburgh in the red heading obviously to the south. Not that that's relevant, but real quickly, Dan Campbell wears number 1 for the U14 Rutland County Soccer Boys. Connor Gibo is 5, Justin Del Bianco 3, Nolan Pritchard 7, David Schindler is number 9, Alex Bullock 11, Kane Boynton number 13, Adrian Brown 15, 17 is Justin Carter, Brett Gruber 21, Justin Ratty is 23, Greg Roy is 25, 27 is Ed Carey, 29 out there is Zach Krasner, 31 Chris Wigmore, and 33 Taylor Booth. And I think that is it for the roster. Yeah, and Chris Maravali's head coach, and you're watching the Rutland County Soccer Club U14 squad. They're down 1-0. And they did get off a little shaky to get going here, but boy, they settled down nicely. And play in that first, oh gosh, 9-minute span favored the Plattsburgh Football Club, is what they go by. And they're retrieving the ball now as it's down inside the tall grass there, and they have a corner kick coming up. But then the Rutland County team settled down, got a couple good scoring chances, got a corner themselves, and only allowed really one more flurry around the net, and that's going to be from the hands of the goalie. Ball still in the box, settled down, and in the back of the net on the corner, they'll get the score. And it happened early in the second half, and Plattsburgh now will be up 2-0. In what is both teams' opening game here, and it's soccer that goes on all day the 27th and all day the 26th, all day the 27th. Well, we're all to that cliche now. The next goal is a big goal. And if you can cut it down to 2-1, if it goes to Rutland County, you're right there. If it goes to 3-0 Plattsburgh, that'll be a tough road to hoe. And you can see that they have Roy with the touch. He'll go back and try to work the ball up to midfield, and it just lays there for a second. And Plattsburgh, who had a good exhibit of foot skills and passing drills, but more impressively, just their placement on the field, keeping the correct spacing and all that good stuff. So this will be taken over by Roy. He's going to break out of the pack once, not twice. He beat one defender, but there's good support defense there for the Plattsburgh squad. He can now squirt over into the circle onto the Rutland County side, but then they couldn't really do much with it. Plattsburgh got a lot of team speed they're able to react to very quickly. They come back across carry there with the bat, with that soccer ball, and that's going to go up over the top to the corner and out of play. And it's going to be blue ball, so we'll have a throw-in. And it looks like Carter right there, 17. I'll have to wait till he turns around and see his jersey number. And that's going to go out of play, and they're going to call that a throw for Rutland County. So they gained about 10 yards off, and that is Carter, number 17, with the ball. And again, I'd like to thank Dubray Electric for the donation of the use of their bucket truck, their boom truck here. And that's going to go out of play, yes. That's the only blind spot that I have is right there, and that's where the controls are. And a very important thing, the controls to boom the bucket truck up and down. So we can live with that. Yeah, and that's going to go far side, stays in play. Plattsburgh in the red, don't have the roster for you, but we'll talk about the Rutland County Soccer Club U14. And when we get to the U12 level, they play an 8v8 format so that people have more touches, and that should be kind of interesting to watch. This is in a standard, this is your standard right here, your 11v11, and then get the ball in, and boy, they got some time. They're looking to make the move wide. Wants to circle around, and yeah, he got space between him and the defender, slides the ball out in front. That's going to be caught by Ratty this time. Defensively right there was Gruber, and he did a nice job for Rutland County, making sure that he kept steering the ball wider and wider and wider. You see Booth race into the ball, and they're going to come back to the goalie, and he's just going to step into it. He didn't really get a lot of juice on it, but he got enough field open where he could just find his spot and let it roll. And that's going to stay in play. Getting a lot of these names familiar to you. They're multiple sports players, and a lot of these names like Roy and Booth and stuff are hockey players. And that was Greg Roy there, and now Taylor Booth, 33, the big guy out there. I also seen him play baseball. Taylor Booth, see him out there at shortstop and pitcher. And that goes into the bench area, Plattsburgh, and I believe, yeah, they're going to get the throw too. So it'll be a red throw. We're about 3.5 minutes into the second half of play. It's 2-0 Plattsburgh. A goal early in the first half and a goal early here in the second half has been the scoring. The U14 squads on PEGTV channel 15. And I've always called them polo fields. They're also called Hathaway fields, but they're in Rutland Town, and beautiful setting. Quite the festive area here. Oh, God, I think there's, don't quote me, I think there's 9 games going on at once. There's 92 teams, I believe is the exact number that I was told. Teams from all over New England and Canada. And all kinds of little activity tents set up. Food, of course, being one of them, but a lot of the local EMTs and local doctors manning the first aid station and donating their time, and that's going to be out. And looks like he says corner coming up for Plattsburgh, and it's a big corner right here. They scored on their first corner of the second half. It was from the opposite side of the field, but Rutland County squad's got really kind of tighten things up here and play tough defense. The kick was a little short, and they saved it. They saved it from going out of bounds. They kept possession, keep it in the box. Ball will be knocked down. Turn, fired, misfire, missed on the kick, and that gave enough chance for Rutland County to get there and scramble after it and get the kick and get it out. And the picture looks a little out of level. I apologize for that, but it's hard to set the bubble in the tripod because the bucket swivels. So looks semi-straight in my camera, and I'm semi-straight, so I'm going by my Chihuahua. Nice step up and steal, brings the ball back to the inside, lines it up, knocks it down. Wide stop by Ratty, and he will chase it down and control it. Couple things there working against Ratty. One, he didn't want to lose control but go through the inline. That'd become a corner kick. And the second thing was he didn't want to let the ball get too far away from him, have the Plattsburgh player standing right there pick it up. So he survived all that. And again, it's been a very whistle-free soccer game, and there's the stop, the start, the speed, the explosion, the kick, and what a beautiful goal. There wasn't much there that the goalie was ever going to do about that pass, and then the header, just a thing of beauty. That's the way soccer should be played. And Plattsburgh now open things up. It goes 3-0 Plattsburgh. And we'll bring the ball back to the center circle. And that's where Rutland Town will get possession again. And what they're doing is allowing the subs to come in and out. You see Taylor Booth, 33 out there, Ed Carey, 27. Number 1 is Dan Campbell, Connor Gibos, number 5. Justin Del Bianco is 3, 7 Nolan Pritchard, David Schindler, 9. Alex Bullock, 11, 13. Kane Boynton, Adrian Brown, 15. Justin Carter, 17. And I'll pick it up here in just a second, as that's Del Bianco with the ball. And again, he went back to find a little space, almost like a little loop he ran, and there really hasn't been a lot of turf for Rutland County to work with here in the second half. They'll get the ball, and then they're kind of shut down, and that's going to be number 1 that you saw in your picture, Dan Campbell for Rutland County. Chris Maravalley, the head coach for this U14 squad. And I already mentioned what a good coach or a good player he was at MSJ. He was a goalkeeper, as was his brother Jamie Maravalley. Now, their sister Tamara Maravalley doing very well in soccer at MSJ, and also in the hockey program. She's a I don't know if you call it a prep or an advanced, but like an all-star hockey team that plays down in the, I believe, Boston area is what they told me. The spin, the move, the kick, the deflection, and it'll go up over the goal and into the tall grass. And Justin Ratty will pick it up, and I'll pick up where I left off with number 21, Brett Gruber. Justin Ratty's 23, Greg Roy 25, Ed Carey 27. 29 is Zach Krasner, Chris Wigmore 31, Taylor Booth 33, and that will give you the roster again. That's the 3rd time, and this is the U14 Rutland County Soccer matchup between Rutland County Soccer in the blue and Plattsburgh in the red. And again, I really urge you to get out. I'm tape delayed, so you wouldn't be able to get out and catch this game this year, or the games. I mean, there's games going on all around me, all different age groups and different genders. But next year you can plan for it. It's always on Memorial Day weekend, and it's plenty of free parking, and a good way to support the area's young people. And boy, Booth split the defense. Booth got it to go. He had one more stopper to beat, and they're going to keep possession. Rutland County, they'll work the ball over on that far side, and the ball's going to be 50-50 right now. Good sprint to the ball, and a good head of steam coming down by Plattsburgh, and then a step up defensively. Ball stayed in the play. No whistle on the contact. That's Del Bianco, number 3 there in the blue for Rutland County, and you see him keeping the action to the outside, not letting him get beat, and that last long kick, and took a good bounce for Plattsburgh. It's going to come back. They'll settle. They'll send, and up in the air off the header. It's going to be through the inline and out of play. And again, they'll just retrieve the ball. And Carter, basically number 17 out there, has taken just about every goal kick I can remember for this particular contest, and he will get set here for yet another one. And plenty of time left in his 25-minute half for him to. You know, that first goal sometimes is the most difficult. They can just get one goal in Rutland County. Maybe they can get into that, kind of that 3-0 lead there and get some momentum going. And yeah, that'll be out of play. Good job using his body as a shield there, number 7 in red for Plattsburgh. And that will stay red ball. Yeah, that is the indication. So we'll have a throw from the far side. And that's right where the, basically right in front of the Plattsburgh bench area. Plattsburgh Football Club, as they're called. Oh, again, look at the space. They had to bring the ball down the middle of the field, let people come in on the trail, come up from their defensive position, turn shot, fire, Ratty with the save. Again, he played the angle very well. He wasn't deep in the net, and he wasn't at the top of the arc. He was just about right where he should have been. Booth with the bump, Booth with the ball, Booth shoulder to shoulder, Booth keeping control, and oh, nice move. Look at the foot coordination out there, foot 9 coordination. They'll get that up, and boy, I tell you, again, not a lot of space to work with on the offensive end. The minute they get the touch, the other team, Plattsburgh, it just seems like they're cloning themselves out there. They're just loud everywhere on the ball. And again, that's been impressive to me, is not only the foot skills and the shots by Plattsburgh, but the just the spacing on the field symmetrically by Plattsburgh, and that's going to be off from Carey out of bounds, and goal kick. That was not out from Carey. Yeah, and it will be a goal kick. I heard the whistle blow, and I looked down the ref, and I didn't know if he was. Yeah, I don't think the goalie's going to take it. No, they're going to have the sweeper take the kick, and he went very short, but it got tremendous roll. It's kind of like my golf game. Hit the ball really short and hope it skids on top of the grass for another 50 yards. And here comes Plattsburgh in transition down that far side of the field, and then the step up defensively, and just a gentle little kick, and oh, they had a whistle, had a push called, and we'll have a foul and a kick coming up for Rutland County. They trailed 1-0 at the end of the first half of play, and then a goal in the opening minute and a half, 2 minutes here by Plattsburgh on a quarter kick made it 2-0, and then a beautiful best goal of the game so far. Pretty goal setup on a nice crossing pass that went in on a header into the left back side of the net, and that's where we're staying at 3-0 Plattsburgh. I kind of got used now to the swivel of the bucket, and I hope the camera work was terrible in the first half, but I hope you kind of get used a little bit better here in the second half. Gorgeous day for anything you wanted to do, from a picnic to a hike to taking in some razor and watching good soccer. And there's going to be a lot of that this summer, and I want to just remind you, get down to St. Peter's Field to watch American Legion Post 31 baseball action. They start June 19th and go through August, but June 19th is their opener, 5:30 p.m. in the evening. They'll be taking on a non-league game, Granville Post 323. Brett Gruber goes down, retrieves the balls, one on that far side down in the tall grass out of play. He wants to come forward about 15 yards to make the official happy with the mark. And yeah, he's good to, well, he's looking around. I think he's good to go. Yeah, he ends up just about at midfield exactly to get the throw, and he went short, and then he'll step up and going to be finding a red jersey. And there's been a lot of that today, finding red jerseys. That's Plattsburgh Football Club out there. And they got the ball over once, came right back to him. They got over midfield once, ball come right back. See that stop, spin around, and then the defender try and keep enough space. You want to pressure the ball, but you want to keep enough space so you don't get so close that you get burned. Oh, nice stop on that clearing attempt on the kick. There's number 15 down there for Rutland was Brown, Adrian Brown. He's got some space, and Ratty in a good position again on the short post. Just made the snag, made the save, keeps the game at 3-0. That's going to be tipped forward and controlled at midfield. Yeah, and he's got some room to move with. This is Carey. Try and get the corner. Does get around the corner. And will he get a corner kick? I believe they're going to... Yeah, he's excited. He went down there trying to run to the corner. He's got a corner coming up. And good chance here to get on the scoreboard with a corner kick. And it's going to be, oh, it laid there for a while. Nobody in the blue jersey could get a foot on it. Yeah, and they want to just work it back around. It's Carter, and again, I have to flip the camera over the control board there, guys. Excuse me on that. But the control panel, very important to me. That brings me up and down in the boom so I can leave. And that's going to be just tipped up. Carter with a header, and that ball's going to land harmlessly in between the arc and a circle, and that's going to come back all down, and he control. Oh, Gruber had a kick, and then he'll get a second kick, and now the header will come back into play. And on the far side, you can see the angle being taken out there. Lining it up, and I didn't think he had a chance to get it anywhere near the net. And he did. Krasner was also involved in that play, number 29. A good punt by Ratty, and that ball will be controlled by... Looks like Rutland County. Yeah, they just ran out of field. Yeah, they're going to break in the action here as they have a sub coming in. Yeah, and that's what they're doing right now. So I'll just recap. We're in the second half of play. Probably about 5 minutes left in it, and it's 3-0 Plattsburgh Football Club in red jerseys with the lead over the Rutland County U14 Boys Soccer Club. And what they're doing right now is just bringing in some fresh legs and some subs, and that's going to be rolling in, and you can see that Ratty's going to come out and take care of that himself, make the grab, and well, he has kicked the ball extremely well. Carey had it, brought it back around, tried to drive it deep into Plattsburgh territory, and just had it knocked down. There's a good battle for the ball right there. You see number 9 in blue out there is David Schindler. Of course, Liz Schindler and Dennis Schindler, outstanding soccer players in their high school careers. And I expect him to be no different. They seem to be a soccer family, and that's going to go out of play. And see the coach also acting as the ball boy will head on over and get it, and he'll toss it back into play. And yeah, that's what I was waiting to see. It's going to be possession and a throw-in for Plattsburgh. Again, they went short, and yeah, illegal throw. Illegal throw, and that'll give the ball back to Rutland County. Again, Gruber, 21, will take the ball out of play, and looks like he will take the kick. It won't be a throw, it'll be a kick because it was a foul. No, I guess they let him get away with that. I thought on a violation it would become a kick, but it wasn't. So Gruber got the ball back, settles, and sends it up the sideline and picked off right in front of the Plattsburgh bench by Plattsburgh. And it becomes a blue throw, so on that far side of the halfway field. And yeah, they're bringing in some new bodies too. Looks like Taylor Booth coming back into the ball game for, oh, I'm sorry, it's number 31. 31 is Chris Wigmore. He's a big guy. Wigmore, 31, coming back into the game for Rutland County. And this is Dan Campbell, number 1. He got the throw in, and there's the pickoff, and boy, nice job defensively getting there just long enough to break the play up. There's the cross to the corner, and Ratty came flying out of nowhere to get the ball. And on the run, oh, a great kick. On the bounce, he'll cross midfield, and then you can see Wigmore got the steal, and Booth is trying to get some clearance from him so he could get open for a little push pass, and that's Booth that just stands there and made the steal. Booth faked it around, wrapped the ball around, went sliding after it, and just got beat to it by a Smither, and that's going to come down, and they're going to bring the ball up to this near side and link up. Getting done a good job of doing just what you saw right there by Plattsburgh, and that's just being in the right spots on the field. See Booth, 33, had his foot cleaned off, and we'll have a Rutland County throw, and we'll see if, no, Booth's not going to take it. Though number 15 come down. That's going to be Brown. Brown back with the throw-in. We'll go to Carter. Carter came way up the field on a play, and they're pressing. They need a goal, and they know they need it pretty quick here. That's going to come through, and see the shot kick up on the kick on that side. That was number 29 out there, Krasner. Again, I'm just reading the Rutland County U14 boys rosters. I don't have the Plattsburgh Football Club rosters, and no, he did not save it. It'll go out of play, but they will get the throw, and he's going to keep it over there himself and take the throw in. And you want to just bring it back. You don't have to kick it, you know, length of the field to be effective. And the short passing game has been beautiful as far as linking up, not only for their offense, but for leaving the zone defensively also. And it's going to bounce in on a couple bounces and come into Ratty, and he's going to take the throw out this time. First time we've seen him take the throw out. Yeah, and they'll settle it, and look at the speed right there on the defender to come back and catch up to a very quick man himself. Del Bianco, number 3 for Rutland County, and again, they're just going to break any actions. They'll bring some subs in, and can tell you also the boom truck come in was donated, the use of it by Dubray Electric. But just bodies and colorful jerseys and cars and tents and soccer being played everywhere today and tomorrow down here at the polo fields. And if you ever got a chance, come on down next year and take a look at this. You would be completely impressed by what's going on here now and organized, how organized it is. Kelly Ziegler, the director, saw a ton of volunteers that I recognize, from Ken Nelson, the insurance man, and Kim Moore, who does just about everything in youth sports. And of course, Kevin Ratty and Darren Carter helping me out tremendously to get schedules, rosters, move the van around so I can get boomed up and down. And here comes a chance by Plattsburgh. Will it stay in? No, it was behind the net. It was going to be a tough angle to begin with, but I do believe just the defender getting there with that good speed, and I think it was number 29, Krasner, he made it almost impossible for him to turn that into a legitimate shot, and that's going to be Carter now. And then Schindler with the ball, far side. He felt some pressure coming from behind him. He unloaded the pass, went out of bounds, but it was touched by Plattsburgh. And Schindler will get it. He wants to trap and spin and had his pocket picked, but I do believe it's going to stay blue throw. And Schindler's going to stay there and take the throw himself right from the midfield stripe, goes up over the top, and it's got a chance to get some good bounces here. We've had no offsides called in this soccer game, which is speaks wonders or mountains about their preparation by both teams. And we got some pushing going on, and hasn't been a lot of calls on it. They've let them play a pretty good flowing game of soccer. But this time it'll turn into a kick, and Carter will walk over, 17, get in position to take the kick. He did a nice job of getting into it, getting it over midfield, getting it through the circle. And they want him to, that's Wigmore with the ball, and he's faked inside, went outside, gets some little pass back to the center. I think he's going to come back to Booth and pass a little bit behind him, and of course the defense had a lot to do with that. Nice job keeping his balance right there. And they'll go up and over the top, and that's going to be knocked down. And controlled by Plattsburgh. And Plattsburgh just has a nice flow from transition from their defense to their offense, and their offense seems to slide across the field nicely too. They got some size also. Some good sized guys out there for Plattsburgh. So push from behind called. And Krasner this time, 29 is going to take the kick. He gets into position. And yeah, nice job. Good kick. Comes all the way down to Booth, and on a drag back on that trap, he lost control of it and then chased it down, took it away, worked it wide. Will he get there before the chalk line? No. They're going to let subs come in, but he needed about 6 more inches to make that work, and they'll have a little rest here as they get a 25-minute running halves and no overtime. Too many games. They all got to get in. And there is the lob throw, and boy, took a bad bounce, came and whacked the guy in the mouth. And now possession will come back. You can see that number 1 in the picture, Campbell, is out there in blue for Rutland County. 33's Booth, and then this battle for the ball ensues in that 50-50 ball, and it's still not established possession anywhere. And Booth will slide through, and that's going to stay in play. It's going to die right on the sideline, and now it's time the clearing kick from Plattsburgh, and they'll link it up to center field where it's taken over by Rutland County, and now it's just a big jam up right there, and that's going to go to Del Bianco twice, and he lost it on the 3rd try. And I'll go back to Del Bianco, and he had to touch just enough to get it back to his teammate. And look at that. Nice job of getting between 3 or 4 blue jerseys and getting possession back for Plattsburgh. And I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a slide tackle tried. I'm not sure exactly what the violation was, but the ball will go back to Rutland County. And that ball is going to be brought in deeper as Rutland County down only 3. Oh, he just couldn't get to it. As Wigmore made a great effort, but it'll become a red throw, and it'll be a Plattsburgh throw. And that, well, I would say we were about 2 minutes left in this soccer game. 1-0 at the halftime it was. And Plattsburgh had the lead. Plattsburgh able to quickly get a 2-goal lead in the second half on a corner kick that they scored on. And then they got another goal about the midway point. So, and that was by far the prettiest goal, the crossing pass and then the header. And that should be a blue throw, and that's what they'll have down in the corner. And I'm just waiting, because I think they just ended the game. Yep. So the first game in the books in the U14 boys competition. They will lose 3-0 to Plattsburgh, but it was an excellent effort. And I hope you enjoyed this contest, and we'll have more soccer action for you from the polo fields from the Rutland County Soccer Club Jamboree 2007.